My name is Richard Zalai. I am a composer, performer, artist in general, and this is my studio in Budapest, Hungary, where I'm from. And this is my 43-year-old brother, Fender Rhodes electric piano. I remember when I was first playing notes on that and listening to how the sound evolved. I felt like this is the sound what I wanted subconsciously in my entire life. That warm, rich, slightly out of tune tone has changed everything. That was the moment that set me on the path to compose this kind of music. My approach has been to combine the synthesized sounds with real acoustic sounds from classical instruments and to see if I can dim the character of all of them and conceive a universal sound. My ars poetica is that whatever you hear is also what I'm doing. There are no hidden layers of sounds coming from a laptop. I use it for recording only. I have committed myself to doing whatever I do with my two hands and feet. I'm kind of trying to push myself and the instruments to a different level. I depend on the sound of them only because I don't sing. They are my voice. Playing and creating alone is totally different from writing music in a band. People would think that it misses the energy and interactions between the musicians, but these still can happen without them, even without the audience. It just happens between me and the instruments I'm using. My mission is to use my instruments in a very personal way, so people can recognize that I'm playing them. I honestly hope that I can reach when people hear it's me, even though they don't know the song, just from the atmosphere, from the soundscape they can realize it. I always want to feel that I'm a kid who tries to create music which he has not heard before and who helps people discover themselves. Discovering music comes in hand with discovering myself. I think music is so infinite that I will never be bored exploring it. I'm playing the songs with tiny changes during improvisation, which makes all the performances special and unique. New ideas are coming on the go, so the composition can develop along. Composition is what you visualize before you hear it, and then you try to meet this idea by composing notes and trying to kind of meet what you imagined. Improvisation is when you get inspired by the notes you are playing and the next note is something come up without thinking. The inspiration comes first and it is the most important. When I improvise, I prefer to stay with a series of notes or little chord progression, which I play around for 10-15 minutes constantly to sit in the kind of mood and conceive an atmosphere which feedbacks into my ideas. When I feel that it's worth to stick to it, I record it and leave on repeat for hours. In the meantime, I go to the kitchen to cook something and listening it from a distance. If I get bored, in the first 30 minutes, it means the idea is not good enough, so it goes to the trash can and I start a new improvisation. If the idea reaches my expectations, I put it in the drawer for a rest and get back to it in the next days. The first idea is the groundwork. It has to be the strongest part of the song which I'm building on afterwards and has to be enough alone too. Improvisation is possible only with some boundaries you set yourself. The most fascinating moment you can reach when you improvise is when you step over the border of what you thought was possible, and this only happens once in a while. If you take that risk, you can discover more than you can imagine. Totally new dimensions. It gives meaning to the moment.